What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. Big news in the gaming world, or at least confirmed through a series of leaks what was already highly suspected by much of the community. But there's a lot more. There's a lot of news around it, a lot of various pieces to this. So I've assembled all the news around Overwatch 2 to make it nice and easy on you. I've also got a live stream scheduled for about 2 o'clock Central Daylight Time today. And we're going to talk about all the rest of the news from the previous week. So Rob Breslau breaks the story via ESPN, which is interesting. Sources Overwatch 2 to feature new PVE, new map, and hero. So what we know about Overwatch 2 is that it's going to focus more so on PVE, which I think would be great because I don't care about buying games that are simply straight FPS. When, for example, Call of Duty removed campaign mode, even though campaign mode was always short, I'm really, really excited to play this Modern Warfare's campaign mode. Haven't got to log in yet. Hopefully this afternoon I'll have a little time. I hear the campaign mode is maybe 6 to 8 hours, which is great. I think those games that you play, that's probably why I never really got into Battle Royale games where you just jump in and it's like team deathmatch and that's all there is to offer. I don't know. I want a little story. So having some PvE in Overwatch would be interesting. So Blizzard Entertainment will unveil the next iteration of popular Overwatch franchise featuring a new logo, new game modes, maps, heroes, and PvE features at Blizzcon this week. According to Blizzcon sources, by the way, Blizzard has to be so salty. Basically, everything's been leaked at this point. Unless we see something really huge for WoW Classic, there's not going to be a lot of surprises at BlizzCon this year. I mean, we already expect the next Diablo, and while them actually confirming it would be good, there's not going to be a lot of shock and awe. Overwatch 2 probably would have been another really big reveal, and now that's already leaked a week ahead of time, and everybody attending BlizzCon's already going to know about it, so that's not going to be as exciting. We already know about the remaster, so I don't know. I mean, at this point, I think BlizzCon should just pop the top and tell everybody about it, but that's neither here nor there. It was early reported in June by Craptaku that Blizzard is working on a PvE-focused Overwatch 2. With Blizzard assigning resources from other areas in the company that included a canceled StarCraft FPS game using the Overwatch engine. The document obtained by ESPN offers the first look of what to expect from Blizzard's franchise esports title at BlizzCon, which begins on Friday. Notably, the Overwatch logo now has a small orange 2 indexed in the top right corner. I don't really like numbered sequels, especially if this is not going to be just a continuation of it. I mean, Fortnite kind of did it too, and I don't really understand that because, I mean, yeah, it's a new map, but it's really still the same game. Unless it's going to be a strict continuation, they should have called this like Overwatch something, like a subtitle. That's just my opinion. Hero talents and in-game items are coming to Overwatch 2 PvE, and one of the missions will be a 4-player story experience set in Rio de Janeiro, as opposed to the 6v6 gameplay in the original Overwatch, according to the document. Blizzard did not respond to requests for comment. While much of the focus will be on story and narrative elements, Overwatch will see the first new mode since it was released in beta in 2015, with Push set to be unveiled alongside Assault Control and Escort Hybrid. Push will be set to a new map based in Toronto, according to the document. Since Overwatch's release, many in the Overwatch community, including professional Overwatch League players, have voiced frustrations over some of the less popular game modes, such as Assault, and have been requesting a new variant which to play. The Overwatch development team has made significant efforts to appease concerns for Overwatch community, including implementing a 2v2v2 role lock and a 2-2-2 role lock, and a role queue for the game. Both the PvE story and the new game mode are expected to be able to play for BlizzCon attendees this weekend. See, the thing is, what could be huge is if Blizzard drops Overwatch 2 right away. We've seen this trend with Apex Legends kind of first starting it, and some other games trying to come along and recapture that initial buzz, I thought it was a genius stroke for EA to just drop the game, make it free to play, make it ready to play right away. Will Overwatch 2 be free to play? Nope, probably not. Not if they're putting time and money into PVE. Referenced by the artwork in the document, Blizzard is expected to reveal Echo as Overwatch's 32nd hero. Blizzard first showed off Echo at BlizzCon last year, and game director Kaplan said they have big plans for her as of late last year. After 2 years of Overwatch League games played at the Blizzard Arena, the former home of The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson, next year will launch Overwatch League in local franchise markets, and for the first time, Overwatch 2 and building excitement around the game could not come at a better time for Blizzard. With broadcast media rights looming for the company as their reported 2-year $90 million deal with Twitch expires. The release comes during a tumultuous time for the game developer. Blizzard founder and CEO Mike Morhaime stepped down in last October, along with other top executives. The company laid off nearly 1,000 employees in early February. This month, the company has found itself in an international incident over Blitzcon and many other issues. BlizzCon runs Friday through Saturday at the Anaheim Convention Center in Anaheim, California. Now, it'll be interesting to see how, we knew that Blizzard was going to stay quiet about everything after they made their statement. And I can look at the general viewers and see that most of them are over it. Most people have moved on from the Blizzard Blitzchung thing. And I'm going to guess that if BlizzCon was like in December, you'd see almost nothing there about the Blitzchung incident and Free Hong Kong and things like that. Now that it's this week, you're probably still going to see some gatherings there. Hopefully they remain rule following and respectful. I would not endorse any other kind of demonstration. Now, Echo will be the next Overwatch hero coming. A year after waiting, Overwatch fans may finally get to play as Echo. The Omnic hero looks set to join the FPS cast characters as the 32nd hero, according to ESPN. Echo's release, which is mentioned as part of a larger leak surrounding our Overwatch 2, references artwork in the leaked document that was about a hero that was revealed over a year ago at BlizzCon. Echo's character design was initially revealed during McCree's animated short named Reunion, which was released at BlizzCon 2018 last year. While many expected she would be joining the game last year, it was in fact Ash that was released instead. At the time, Overwatch's game director, Jeff Kaplan, said that the developer had big plans for the Omnic hero in the future. Now, I'm wondering how many of you out there play Overwatch. It's again, I talked about it earlier. A game that is just a straight FPS doesn't interest me. But if there's a really good PVE and a really good story mode, it's something I can get down with. It's from Blizzard, so there's that. But it is interesting to see. And, this Christmas season for gamers is a little thin. We had the Outer Worlds drop Friday, which by all reviews that I can see is doing amazingly. Once I dig a little more into it, I'll probably end up buying the game. We've got, Death Stranding. We've got Modern Warfare. That's kind of it, right? There's probably one more I'm forgetting that's going to sneak in here, but it's kind of the cheapest Broketober ever. And to release Overwatch 2 now, if they could, would probably be really good because, gamers are going to be thirsty for new games. All the kids that are home from school over Christmas break, Christmas vacation, they're going to want a new game. And it's going to lead to more people wanting to try Overwatch if they could release it now. This could be a huge boom for Blizzard if they release it this year. It would also make her the first new character to be added into the reported sequel, which is expected to have new models, including a PvE story mode. And Blizzard does do story mode okay. So, I have confidence that they'll do it okay. Of course, all this information should be taken with a grain of salt until we get official confirmation from Blizzard. The developers expected to reveal the news at Blizzcon, which starts November 1st, so it won't be long till fans get their answers. See, it'll be interesting, and this is via Deserto and Adam Newell. It'll be interesting. It'd be interesting to me. It's a virtual certainty that Diablo 4 gets leaked. Announced. It's also, I would say, an actual certainty now that Overwatch 2 gets released. So the question is, what if Blizzard dropped them both in the Christmas season? I don't think there's a lot of crossover. We know Diablo is going to sell amazingly. We know that Overwatch 2, if they do PVE well, will probably do well too. These are two huge games for Blizzard, which hasn't released a ton lately. We've got WoW Classic, obviously, but that isn't a new game. And this would be Overwatch 2 in particular, an entirely new game. Then you'd have Diablo 4, brand new game. I'm guessing you're probably going to see Diablo 2 remastered, maybe for the Christmas season, and then Diablo 4 next year. It's hard to be sure. The kid in me likes kicks. No, the kid in me wants to see... Look, I want Blizzard to succeed because it's good for the gaming community. I know that there's the group of people that I would consider myself a part of that are kind of still very upset about bending the knee and keeping their eye on China and ignoring the Western market. But I also am understanding enough, or I am, how do I say? I understand that I'm in the minority. And here on the Quartering, it's about trying to represent as many sides as I can, not just what I think to be the case. And if Blizzard were to drop Overwatch 2, Diablo Remastered, Diablo 4, and some sort of plan for the next expansion in WoW Classic, it could be a huge BlizzCon. Could be one of the biggest ever. There's obviously plenty of Hong Kong stuff that could be happening at BlizzCon as well. I don't know what the release dates will look like. I would suspect that you'll get Diablo 2 Remastered as a holdover, maybe by Christmas. Then Diablo 4 sometime next year. Overwatch 2, I would guess, is probably closer than we think, especially if there's sections of the game that already is playable. Here's more information. According to Slasher sources, the next chapter of Blizzard's Overwatch project will be written at BlizzCon, where Blizzard will reveal Overwatch 2. Slasher cites a BlizzCon employee and a BlizzCon training document in his report to ESPN. The report confirms the Overwatch 2 logo previously leaked online and confirms PvE mode with talents and in-game items, more story narrative-driven content, new modes, new heroes, new maps. So it's an audacious, or it's a big undertaking, but you've got to please both the existing people that just are fine hopping in and doing nonstop team deathmatch, and then you've got to look for a new market, and PvE and adding some story mode to it would probably do it. It would have to be substantial, though. You'd have to have some sort of game mode that, gave me 20 hours. If it's just some superficial campaign mode that's 2 hours, that's not going to get me to buy the game. Obviously, we already heard about the new Overwatch Hero, new PvE mission, 4-player co-op mission set in Rio. The report also confirms new co-op missions in Overwatch 2. One of the missions is also revealed to be a 4-player co-op mission in Rio de Janeiro, home of the hero Lucio. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. At the point, it remains unclear whether the sequel will focus more on story and co-op or their traditional PvP modes. Well, it's going to have PvP. That's obvious. You don't just ignore your group of the people that are playing the game now. But the PvE could bring new people into the game. So that's everything that we know about Overwatch 2 right now. What do you think? Think BlizzCon is going to make people forget? Probably. Still happy for the rest of the gaming community to get some new games. Hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.